on the stream right now, but we're getting ready to go live on Facebook and 5 other platforms. And it's turning, and we are live. Hi, everyone. It's Paul Chavez, KUHS, the stream. And we are with El Famoso de Nuevo Mexico, my good friend Gonzalo. Gonzalo, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. It's been a while. Good to see you.
Same here, man. Just got a little older, you know. COVID, okay. Didn't get a hold of anybody in your family. You okay from COVID? Everything good?
Yeah, everybody's good. Gracias a Dios. We've all been vaccinated, and now it seems like we're heading towards some kind of normalcy again.
It feels like it. Here officially last night, they said the bars and clubs can open up. The Denver Nuggets can do up to about 10,000 fans. The Colorado Avalanche had 10,000 fans last night. And so we're excited. The NFL is going to go to full capacity, and who knows? Aaron Rodgers may be our quarterback. I don't know if you've heard about it.
I'm praying that's not going to happen.
Come on, Gonzalo. You're crazy. You know, Gonzalo and I go way back. Gonzalo, tell me about where are you originally from in New Mexico?
I was born and raised in Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm from El Pueblo, and that's just like 25, 30 miles south of Las Vegas. And of course, you know, we used to go into town, and again, this is New Mexico, not Nevada, folks. New Mexico, we used to go into town once a month to go buy groceries, and you know, every Saturday we used to have the donut man come down and bring us donuts to buy, you know, and everything was just so simple and laid back in those days. And man, I couldn't wait to get out of there. Now I'm in a hurry to get back there for some reason, man. I just love my New Mexico. And Gonzalo, you've been in the music business a lot of years. Talk to me about it.
I have. I've been, I guess I'll date myself. This year, in 2021, we're actually celebrating 20 years of when I became Gonzalo, I guess. That my first release was in 2001.
Right.
And then prior to that, I played quite a few years with the Godfather, Al Hurricane.
Yes.
And yeah.
And you know, everybody's got to give thanks. You know, and I must say right off the bat, because I don't know of any other nationality or group of people that continue to do the sound of what they grew up with, like New Mexico music, as much as the people and musicians in Nuevo Mexico, and how they keep the tradition going. That's just a beautiful thing, and you're one to be commended. You know, there's a lot of them. And speaking of, you've got a big show coming up. Talk to me about it in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Excuse me. I'm dealing with allergies this.
Okay.
This
As
time
long
of
as
year.
it's not COVID, man. Don't get too close to the mic.
No. I've been tested for COVID like 6 times.
Yeah.
They've all come back negative. So
You're good.
yeah. So we got this. We're doing this show called the New Mexico Music Explosion. It's
Right.
actually it was an idea I had a couple years ago to take the top New Mexico music artists and bands to as many cities and towns as possible. We've invested in mobile staging. We're a full-fledged sound company now, so I want to preserve and keep this tradition moving along. I feel like, you know, when I got into New Mexico music, it was a different world.
Right.
And now we have social media as an amazing platform, but I'm all about, as I got older, I'm all about trying to instill the New Mexico music and the tradition onto the younger generation.
That's a beautiful
because
thing. Yeah.
I feel it's like my daughters, Amor and Luna, the kids of this generation, they don't have the attention span that I had because of iPads and iPhones,
Oh
and
my
it's
God.
just like, you know, you look at something and then you're on to the next thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I have grandkids that come over and visit me, and then I lose them. They're like, "Hey, well, where's the grandkids?" They're downstairs. I just saw them, said hi, and I haven't seen them in 4 hours. It's it's crazy the way that works. But so you had this idea of doing this thing. Obviously, the Las Vegas City Council or Las Vegas, New Mexico decided not to do a Fourth of July event. And let's not take away from it. I mean, the Fourth of July event in New Mexico is a major doing. I mean, people from all over, the Four Corners come out, especially a big contingency from Denver, Colorado, and because we love New
Right.
Mexico music out there, and now that you have this opportunity, and again, we talk about some. In our terms, haters out there, but you just got to keep going, brother, because it's
Yeah.
something special that you're doing. I think people are ready to get out. And tell me, what are you doing this New Mexico Music Explosion?
So, just to clarify the whole thing, the city of Las Vegas decided not to do the Fourth of July fiestas.
Okay.
They will be back up and running next year in 2022. So the city still wanted to have some kind of entertainment. So that's when I was approached to help them, and I said, well, I got all these shows, like the New Mexico Music Explosion. We're doing the New Mexico Music Fanfare. We have the Salute to the Troops. We're kicking off a Dia de las Madres Mother's Day show next year. We've already done the Dia de los Padres Father's Day show. So I was like, well, the New Mexico Music Explosion won't be an annual thing for the 4th of July. It's just the pilot, so to speak, is going to kick off for the 4th of July, but it'll be back next year in Las Vegas at a different time and date.
That's good.
So it's not replacing the fiestas. It's actually substitute or pinch hitting, I guess, so to speak, for the fiestas.
And it makes sense, and I think it's a great time. Now, you haven't mentioned yet where the actual venue is going to be when you're doing this.
So I know where the venue is going to be, but until contracts are finalized, I cannot, I'm around attorneys all day, and I'm not an attorney. I don't have a law degree, but it's been instilled in me, like, make sure that contract is signed before we go public with it. And it's actually going to be, a lot of people are going to be, this is a whole different animal in itself. It's like, what I can tell you, it's going to be like stadium concert size New Mexico music.
Wow.
With an amount of food vendors, like, that's going to be, whatever kind of food you're craving will be available there, and people are welcome to bring lawn chairs. I mean, this is going to be it's like, this will probably be one of the biggest New Mexico music shows as far as numbers, and we've never had anything like a stadium show to showcase
So I know
all of New Mexico music.
Las Vegas is not that big, so I'm kind of guesstimating. Well, I won't even guess where it's going to be. It doesn't matter anyway. It's going to be in Las Vegas. Once you get there, get a room. You probably want to book your rooms way in advance. I understand the Plaza Hotel is already
The
taken
Plaza Castaneda, Holiday Inn. I mean, they are. As soon as we went public with this, their phones started lighting up. So the feedback, I've had people messaging that are coming all the way from Oregon, California,
Wow.
Colorado, Texas. It's and then of course the surrounding areas. A lot of people are very excited about this show.
Now let's. I know you keep adding groups, and I don't know how you're going to do it. You mentioned something like 30-some groups yesterday, and I'm like, whoa. Well, it's a 3-day affair, and you're going to kick things off on Friday the 2nd, I believe.
Friday, July 2nd at 1 p.m. Correct.
Okay. And can you just mention a few of the artists? I know we can go on and on and on. Mention a few of the artists that might get people's you know body moving and brain going because they might want to change their Fourth of July plans and head out to Las Vegas. Tell me about it.
Well, with that being said, a lot of people are going to set up setting up camp at Story Lake and Murphy Lake, and so the people that are going to be barbecuing and fishing and doing the campground thing, it's very convenient because they'll they'll get that camping atmosphere along with a 3-day festival. I don't know the lineup off the top of my head, but um, some of the artists we're bringing, Roberto Grego, New Mexico music icon,
Yes.
Mickey Cruz, he's international superstar, tours all over the place. El Gringo.
Yes. Yes.
Let me think here.
Gonzalo's going to be playing. I heard.
I leave myself out of the mix as much as I can, I guess.
Yeah. Somebody's got
We
to
have-
toot your horn, bro.
We have 45. They're probably the biggest draw in New Mexico as far as crowd and numbers. I always include them in every event we do because they're so popular.
Nice. 45.
45. We have Banda Alegre from Pecos, New Mexico. We
Yeah.
have popular band Tequila Rain out of Los Lunas, New Mexico.
Yes.
Antonio Reina,
Whoa.
who's one of the best mariachi vocalists in New Mexico. We have AJ Martinez. I mean,
I love that.
AJ
dude.
is,
He's
you know,
he's near and dear to my heart. He used to hang around with my nephew Nathan and really taught
Yeah.
a lot, man. And I love what he does. Of course, he was the lead guitarist for El Hurricane, and of course he's doing his own thing. And I am just so happy and proud for AJ Martinez. Yes.
yeah. And
Yes.
and we also have Severo y Grupo Fuego. They're like the most high energy, entertaining band in New Mexico.
Nice.
They have a huge following. Simpatico out of Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Nice.
Brenda Ortega, who's a local Las Vegas native, who has, I think, a couple CDs, and her dad is, legendary Juan Ortega.
Right.
Everybody knows Padre Querido. Gosh, I'm just running down the list. Mariachi Paisanos, the Valle, they're from Villanueva, the Valley. Martin Senna's done an incredible job with developing
They're
young
actually
musicians.
Senna's my primo, as a matter of fact. So yeah, I know what you're talking about. So you have a great lineup, and I last count you said 30 groups, and it sounds like so the venue. We'll be one of the first to find out, and we'll share the information. We actually want to be able to get you on again on Canciones de Domingo here with Tiziri, because she does a wonderful job doing nothing but New Mexico music here on Sunday. So we're going to invite you back once you get that date locked in for sure.
Awesome.
Me being from New Mexico, I mean, the music and the people near and dear to my heart. Unfortunately, the elderlies are kind of spinning out, and we got to continue the tradition. And God, it's going to be exciting, man. So hotels are probably booked already, unless you know people out there. I'm lucky enough to have some familia still in Villanueva, so I'm going to go pitch a tent out there.
That's awesome.
And check it out. You got an MC for the show already. I might show up and just throw in a few words as well, so I'm excited to maybe pop in on you. And so you're going to have a big lighting show and a big stage and all of that, huh? You got it all set up.
It's like concert side staging. We have lighting show. We have like LED screens. Like this is going to be like a, equivalent to if you go see Santana at an outdoor venue.
Nice.
This is what the visual will look like. Speaking of Santana, we actually are closing out the show with a group out of Santa Fe called Smooth, and they're doing a Santana tribute. It's a perfect way to end a 3-day,
So it's going to be the
concert.
the Woodstock of New Mexico.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it. We also have Carlos Medina, who's very popular El Cantador. He also does I think it's his alter ego. He does the comedy, and then he does the.
Yeah, he's good.
norteño music.
Oh, this is good.
And I'm off the top of my head. I'm trying to go down the whole list. There's
I'm
a
looking
lot of
at
people.
Marcelina Vasquez and Daniel Gallego, Sangre Joven, going to be at this event. They are from Las Vegas, New Mexico. Irene Perea, Perez, or Perea put that in. Sorry about that, Irene. And they're saying, how about Darren Cordova and Calor? That just kind of.
Sorry about this. Hold on, Paul. We got disconnected.
Yeah, but I can hear you, so go ahead and talk.
Hey, Bob, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here, but I can hear you. You can talk while you're getting the screens back up. I'm just kind of reading what's going on our Facebook and questions that people are asking. I mean, I think they got some pretty big names already, and you know, sometimes they move them around. Sometimes these artists are just so big that maybe not, you know, because I understand this is a pro bono event and that kind of stuff. There you are, Gonzalo. So
Okay.
I was kind of just.
I lost audio. Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Like a little bit.
Okay.
Let me see what's going.
Just turn up your volume a little bit.
There we go. Okay.
Anyway,
We're back.
Gonzalo, I was kind of answering for you because there was some people asking about Al Jr. and Darren Cordova, and I'm thinking that I believe that most of these groups are going to do it pro bono, right?
Well, no, not necessarily. I'm glad you brought those up. Like we have Danette Marie, who's Darren Cordova's daughter, as part of the New Mexico Music Explosion. But with that being said, Darren Cordova and Al Jr., we're all in the works. We're working on another show.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
And it's going to be in Las Vegas, New Mexico. It's another huge event we do for the veterans and the soldiers. So it's hard to include everybody.
Oh, yeah.
But everybody that I've spoken with that unfortunately can't be part of the show because 3 days, it's hard to squeeze everybody in, and then you don't want to cut anybody's. You want everybody to have a good, substantial amount of time to perform. So a lot of artists that aren't in the that are not going to participate in the New Mexico Music Explosion will actually be participating in this other 3-day event that's going to be happening Labor Day weekend, which is the Salute to the Troops.
Nice.
But yeah, so it's I'm trying to cover all the grounds and include everybody, with this because that's another big show that this will be the 5th year that we brought it to Las Vegas.
Well, you're to be commended, Gonzalo. Do I see that you're kind of maybe not moving away from actually performing, but more into the production end of things? Is that what producing shows? Is that it?
Well, I built a recording studio in Taos, so we're doing recording, we're doing video editing, we're actually building an amphitheater here in Taos. We're building a giant video entertainment room where we'll be able to shoot live music and live performances in. I mean, we've set up camp here in Taos,
Nice.
like so to speak. Yeah, I guess I'll always be a performer first and foremost, but I am involved in just all these things going on.
Yeah, with the production and the things, and seeing you perform, you're kind of a little comedian, man. You make people crack up. Actually, I don't know if you heard, I just got a Twitter. In Las Vegas, New Mexico, there was a tornado, and it did $1 million worth of improvements. I had to throw that in there, bro. Not to, just throw that in there. Anyway.
No, I actually, I do have a very comedic side to me.
You do. You make people crack up, man. You do.
Yeah, I've been known to, to mess around a lot, quite a bit.
And you shoot off the side of your hip. You just go for it. You don't plan it. You just kind of just do your thing. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Gonzalo, man, I can talk with you for forever. Where's a website, Facebook page, anywhere that people can go to get more information about this? Because I don't know, man. I think you're gonna have a Woodstock of Las Vegas music, man, because the way it's sounding, it's gonna be crazy out there. I just hope everybody can, act like you've been there before and be good Americans or New Mexicans. And
Yeah, we're speaking to the city of Las Cruces to take this down there. Bernalillo has reached out to do this. I mean, this may take off, and I'm starting to kind of plan to take this show to Colorado.
wow,
You
then
know,
that'd be awesome.
it, yeah, it's a lot of planning though. It's there's a lot of legwork involved in it. If you go on our Facebook page, you could just like the page New Mexico Music Explosion, New Mexico Music Factory, my Gonzalo page. I mean, we have quite a few different outlets that will
Right, right.
have all the info you need.
Well, I know what you're going through. I actually produced a couple of shows here in Denver, Spring Jam 92, 93, and then I did a Cinco de Mayo at Ruby Hill Park, which was a blast because we combined it with music, entertainment, and sports. We had a softball tournament. But I know the logistics. I mean, from setting up satellites to sound to getting it right with musicians to getting the lineup, and it is a hard, hard deal. And for you to do 3 days, I got to commend you, and I hope you got plenty of help,
Yeah.
brother.
Oh yeah, a lot of people don't realize what goes on behind the scenes and the amount of planning it takes. And you have your people that that always assume what they're going to assume, and but in everything I've done, the positive absolutely outweighs the negative. It's well worth it to put on these shows because at the end of the day, for me, just seeing people out there with their family and their kids enjoying New Mexico music, that's the goal here.
That's a goal, yeah.
This show has nothing to do with me, with anybody's ego, with anybody's. This is all about
Familia.
this is all about this is all about getting New Mexico music out to the masses. That's what this is about, the people.
That's beautiful, man, and appreciate what you're doing. I know a lot of the community here in Denver that love New Mexico music. I was at church the other day. Did you hear? Did you hear? I go, what? Gonzalo's doing this show and la la la. I go, what? And I had to hear it at church last Sunday, bro. so, Dios te bendiga, my brother, and hopefully things go great for you. And we always got the studios open to you, man. We're on 5 different platforms, including the U.S., but we're all over the world. So, by all means, man, I'm here for you. We got to stick together, those in New Mexico, and everybody. We want to invite you if you want to go out there. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's in Las Vegas somewhere. Las Vegas is what, made like 20 square miles at the most?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna go public this week with the venue, and even if you get into town, it's such a rural area. You could find the venue just by the amount of cars, and you could probably even hear the music throughout the town.
That's
so,
cool. Definitely.
As a matter of fact, the next show we're planning. I'm reaching out to Robbie Jude to have him part of the
Oh, that's
part of our
great.
next show.
That's awesome. Of course, Robbie
Yeah.
Jude, my nephew and everything, and thank you so much. Yeah, I was waiting to see. I didn't reach out to him, but I guess the next show, yeah, that's more the heavy. Sounds good. Hey, thank you so much, Gonzalo. Like I says, the studios are open to you anytime. Just give me a holler if you've got any updates. We definitely want to get you back on once you get the venue, maybe this Sunday with Taziri and talk about more what you're doing, man. It's a great opportunity for these artists to get highlighted, featured, and continue the sound of New Mexico music. And that's a big one. And you're to be commended, bro. I know you like to fly under the radar, but hey, man, somebody's got to move this camel, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot to take on. I feel like I'm running through a gauntlet sometimes, but I do see the light at the end of the tunnel.
No te, like my uncle used to say in the old days, no te fijes, bro. It's gonna be okay, brother. You got it.
Absolutely.
Gonzalo, what do you want to say to your Colorado fans, man?
Yeah, I missed you guys. I haven't been up there, and it feels like forever. I can't wait to get back to Colorado. I think the last time I set foot in Colorado was for the big show that we did in Pueblo, Colorado, at the event center, which was, I think it's been a couple of years already.
Yeah, yeah. Are you working on any new music? Are you got
Well,
any new music you're working on?
I have 3 albums that are coming out. I'll have one for the 4th of July, and the plus side to this whole COVID thing is it's given me the opportunity to dive back in the studio where I'm actually at right now as we speak, to work on new music. I've been on the road since like 95,
Wow.
1995, and I kind of needed this over a year time off. It would actually, I got to reprogram,
That's
so to
awesome.
speak.
I think it did that for a lot of the musicians and actually made them realize, hey, we gotta lay back and 3 albums. Well, we hope we get them because we like to highlight them here at KUHS. We do all kinds of genres. Gonzalo, thank you for your time. I know you're a busy guy. From all your fans here in Colorado, and looking forward to seeing you on the weekend of 4th of July in Las Vegas, New Mexico. I'm calling it the Chicano Woodstock in Las Vegas.
It might, that's what it might take off as, and I will credit you, Paul Chavez, as the guy who came up with that.
There you go. Thank you very much from KUHS and all the fans, brother. Listen,
You got it.
You have a good show, and God bless you on everything that you're doing, man. Keep it up and keep up that good New Mexico music going. It's KUHS, The Stream with Gonzalo, one of the famous artists and now producer in Taos, New Mexico, talking to us directly. Thank you all for being tuned in. Listen to KUHS as we're streaming live with yours truly, Paul Chavez, Mr. International, on KUHS, The Stream.